Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today, and we will look into more exciting updates here thanks to Wuwa from China, because there is a new ship that arrived here and we have another 8 ships already on the way to Europe. So that is really exciting for all European customers. We have 4 that are currently in the Mediterranean Sea, 1 that arrived in Zeebrugge, and then there's a few more, like 3 or 4 more that are currently in the Indonesian Ocean here, going to the Indian Ocean. So really a lot of cars coming to Europe. And if we take like an average of 5,200 cars, that's what I have found online, which is the average of such a capacity of such a ship, then we are looking into over 40,000 cars till now that are on the way. And I just want to compare that with you to last year. Last year there was actually 142,000 cars, including the Model Y, exported to Europe. So per quarter, that is round about 35 to 40,000 cars. So we are right now already ahead of the game again when it comes to European numbers. Everything you see here on the parking lot, this was the same last week, but they emptied the entire parking lot and now they refilled the entire parking lot again. So it's all new cars. And that is very exciting, especially as it looks like we could see another record month in Europe for the Model 3 and Model Y deliveries. And then Wuwa also mentioned that the Model 3 production line is currently down for upgrade work. And so they're currently producing cars from the Model Y production line. And this is a proof here from him that it shows that the Model Y and the Model 3 are produced on the same production line. So they do that right now with all the upgrades happening. It makes a lot of sense to do that during the Chinese New Year. It's more quiet, less people employed. They're in vacation right now. And so it's a perfect time to remodel, to refurbish, to upgrade the entire production line. So that is very good news. So we might see even a higher production after the Chinese New Year, because refurbishment and upgrades always result in higher production rate afterwards. So that's going to be very exciting here from China. So I do expect that the British people, they will see record numbers this year, as especially the Model Y is added to the fleet and is now possible to be ordered from Great Britain. And especially as well in Europe, we will definitely smash the 142,000 cars delivered the last year, definitely. And this is not even including Giga Berlin. Then looking into an article in Germany where Mr. Steinbach, who is also publicly always speaking about the permit, was interviewed. They took like a really old picture, so that is actually pretty weird, because you see the battery factory is not even on the picture. So they were not even doing proper research here. They were not even trying to get the proper plan that is already publicly receivable. Everyone can get it. They didn't even include the battery factory. So what happened in this interview? Mr. Steinbach, you know the name already. He was the one always publicly talking about Tesla. He really acknowledged the work that Elon Musk does. He also explained that he is very excited about the speed and the amount of work Tesla has put in. Again, he also criticized himself the entire procedure of the final permit. He also said that in the future, Germany has to get a solution that once an application is sent and you do some changes, for example, with Tesla here in the battery cell production, that when you do changes, not the entire process should be repeated as Tesla had to do it. So he publicly criticized that process in Germany. And to be honest with you guys, it is, as always, in every single country, you have procedures that are very frustrating, as, for example, the United States. Biden is ignoring Tesla, is talking like Tesla is not existing. And here in Germany, we have all the paperwork that is very frustrating. So don't hit all on Germany. It is a general thing that we have in all the countries different issues to solve, especially as we are moving into more EV production. And I do like that it should be an open discussion how to better introduce more laws and better laws that make it easier in Germany to build a factory. And this is something really important that the government has to talk about. And for those who don't know, we do have the FDP. It is a small party, part of the government. And they also have mentioned we need to try to get easier paperwork, not so much laws, not so much paperwork to do to build a factory or to build something so that the economy in Germany stays competitive. So I can really calm you down. The topic of this entire thing is already in the government. They still need time to kind of work on it. And then we look into the FSD, the take rate here. It's 13.9% in North America and 7.3% worldwide in Q4. So that is really exciting. You see the difference. It makes a lot of sense that most people are currently buying it in North America, because you can expect if full autonomous driving happens, it will be first in the United States and not in Germany or Europe or China. I do expect it to be the first here in the United States. And then for those waiting for Model 3, there could be a new redesign of the Model 3 once Giga Berlin and Texas are going to produce the Model 3. I would really enjoy that if there would be a new design, like with the Model S Plaid. At some point, you kind of have to redesign or upgrade or make a new design for the Model 3 so it stays competitive. Not saying that I do expect the numbers to decline, but you have to find a way to make an upgrade at some point. Remember, the Model 3 is now in its 4th year, so it is quite some time already, and it might get to a point that in the 5th year we could see a new update, especially with the structural battery pack. That could be a discussion as well. So yeah, thank you to Jeff Roberts here for the content he brings daily from Austin. And of course, thank you for everyone here watching my videos. If you do enjoy that, do consider subscribing to get more news about what's happening in Europe and China. And of course, you can find me, if you're German, in my EV News Evolution and my podcast Tessie Supply. I do appreciate you being here. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.